Our first film is called Talk Radio, the story of a repellent but mesmerizing young man who hosts a late-night talk radio show in Dallas, insulting and challenging his guests. Eric Bogosian, who co-wrote this story and performed it first on stage in New York, is perversely compelling as talk show host Barry Champlain, who gets nutty calls and venomous mail.
Now, all different kinds of people live here. Foreigners, people with accents. Are they clean? Are they sanitary?
Why don't you ask one of them?
Well, sure, that would be a nice idea, to just go to somebody's house and knock on their door. But what if a serial murderer lived there? What if Ted Bundy lived there? What if he was just sitting inside watching television, eating potato chips, and I came to the door? Why, you just come right on in here, Denise, he'd say.
Barry is also confrontational with his boss, Alec Baldwin, who wants to tone down Barry and make his show a national talk fest.
What do you think you're doing in here? Changing the world? This is a talk show, Barry, and you are a talk show host. Alan does the drive time, Jerry does the home handyman stuff, Sheila does the shrink stuff, Sid does the financial stuff, and you hang up on people. That's your job.
Talk Radio also takes us inside Barry's life away from the microphone. He's not much happier away from the show, talking with his ex-wife, played by Ellen Greene. He still loves her.
Barry, what do you want me to do? You want me to just fall in love with you again? Is that what this is about?
I don't want you to do anything. I mean, you're here. That's all I'm happy that you're here.
I don't know what, Barry, I have to go at the end of the day or tomorrow, and I can't keep coming back and forth.
I like watching movies about tough characters like Barry Champlain. He's cut from the same angry mold as Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver. He has his private demons. He wants to do the right thing, but he often acts hostily. It's just one life, but this character in this film seems so much more real than most of the would-be characters I see on the screen. Talk Radio was made by platoon director Oliver Stone, and he continues his record of making tough, thoughtful films.
I liked it too. I thought it was really claustrophobic in the way it locks us in that studio that has those windows that look out on the high rises of the city. So there were times, for example, when that caller says, "You're looking at that box right now, I know you are," and you think he's looking at this guy through a sniper scope. I mean, it was really dramatic. And the entire undercurrent of the movie is chilling, because this guy is almost reaching out for trouble. He's almost egging on his listeners.
At the same time, the listeners are fascinating because it's sort of all the lonely people, or at least all the hateful people, both categories call in, and so you get this feeling of this just basic unrest and bile backing up in the throat of America, and it's fascinating in that regard. I've talked to a lot of people who've seen the film and have not liked it because they couldn't like this character. I don't think you're supposed to like Barry Champlain. I think you're just supposed to be interested in a guy who is saying what's on his mind, is totally screwed up emotionally, but has a kernel of truth to what he's saying.
As a general rule, I wonder if you'd agree with this.
I know what you're going to say.
It's more likely that a movie is going to be boring if it's about characters you like.
You're supposed to like.
You're supposed to like than if it's about characters that you're not supposed to like.
I agree.